Hello, everyone. It is E20 Zone TV, and I feel rough. Back again for another game with West Ham United, and we have got Manchester City in the League Cup. Um, it's a good game for us, I think. I think it's a free hit. We should have a go at it and see where the world takes us. Basically, I'm not worried about Manchester City at all, and I'll get into it shortly. If you like what I do, give it a subscribe. It really goes a long way. It helps me out greatly. I'm getting my numbers up slowly but surely, and it's down to you people who are watching it. And it means a lot to me. It really does. So if you like my stuff, give it a subscribe and give the video a like. But we will get into it with Man City. I sense this is a good game for West Ham. I really do. I sense this is a game that West Ham can win, and I believe that we can do something special tomorrow night against Manchester City. Man City will not be going out at full strength. They've still got good players, but so have we. We've got good players and all. And when I look at us, we're in a good moment at the minute, and I'd rather play Man City when we're in a good moment than a bad one. So for me, I sense something special could happen. We could get obliterated by Man City, but then we could also win the game. And I believe if we can sort ourselves out, then yeah, we can get a positive result. The team that I think that we could go up against Man City, I think Areola plays. I think Areola will definitely play in this game. I'll be shocked if Fabianski plays. Excuse me. I think Ben Johnson at right back can do a good enough job to come in and do quite a good performance. I also think that Cresswell will play because there is no one else. And basically, Cresswell is playing really well at the minute at the end of the day. So, yeah, I can see that happening. What else we got there? We got Diop. I can see Diop coming in and playing. He's another one. I can also see Zuma. I want to see Zuma and Diop together. I really do. Pace. They played really well in the Europa League, and they're going to need pace around. I think if Abona comes in and plays, I think he might get exposed for pace. So for me, it's going to be Ben Johnson, Cresswell on the left, Diop and Zuma in defence. Into midfield, I hope that it's either Rice or Souček, right? But it will show if how serious we are. Krau and Souček's not a bad shout, or Krau and Rice. Krau has to play. There's no excuses now. He hasn't played since the last League Cup game, so he should play. I hope he gets through his isolation and he's fit and raring to go. If he's not, it's going to have to be Souček and Rice because we've got no one else. Do you put Mark in there against one of the fastest teams in the league? Not really. It's not for me. But stranger things have happened. Maybe Lanzini in there, but yet again, he's slow. So it's either going to be Krau, Souček, Rice, Souček, or Rice and Krau. Any of them three will do for me. Moving to the attacking part of the pitch, and if we're going 4-2-3-1, Nikola Vasilic has to play, and this is a big game. He needs to get on the pitch, he needs to perform, and I want to see this boy play. Like he hasn't played a Premier League game in 3 now. Played against Genk, but let's be honest, in the Europa League, I haven't seen us play against a decent team yet. Like who's really going to put us under immense amounts of pressure. So Vlasic will have to play a number 10 role. Then you've got the wingers. Do you go with Fornells? Do you go with Lanzini? Do you go with Yarmolenko, Benrahma? For me, where there's a 5 sub rule here, I'll just play Benrahma and Fornells. Go Benrahma on one side, Fornells the other side, and Jared Bowen up front, and put Antonio on the bench. I think this game's not suitable for Antonio. right? But he's a good sub to bring on with 30 minutes to go, right? I look at him, I see, I don't want to risk him because next week's fixtures is Villa Sunday, Genk on Thursday, Liverpool on Sunday. So it's like non-stop, relentless, week in, week out, week in, week out. So we've got to be sort of constructive here. What we're going to do, rotation is key. Obviously, people will say about Bowen, but Bowen's younger, fitter, fresher. He's played games. He's been subbed in games. So for me, yeah, I want to see a bit of. I want to see a bit of pace up front to push City back. Hopefully, I can't send you the link, mate, because I'm doing a preview. This is not like this is a preview only for Man City versus West Ham. Smash the like button. Want to enjoy it? Anything? Smash the like button. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, and to sort of counter that, going into the attacking sort of third, Benrahma's got Benrahma hasn't played well recently, in my opinion, and I'm be the first one. I back him up all the time, and he's got to do something. Luca's gone. Come on, UG. Who's that in? Gooners? Is he an Arsenal fan? Yeah. But the way I look at this is that this is a free hit for me. Right, it's a free hit. We've got to go at these and have a go and see where it takes. Right, we're a big club now. Right, we're an established top 10, top 8 club. We've got to start acting like a big club, and we've got to take these sort of games serious. Do you know what I mean? If someone would have asked me for a League Cup 2 years ago when we was fighting relegation with Yarmolenko and all that, then yeah, I would have been like, I would have took a League Cup right now. But at the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. And I just look at this and I think, if we go and beat Manchester City, that is a statement of intent. That is, we are buzzing. Right? We are on a cloud that of confidence and all that. As long as we don't get obliterated, like 3s, 4s, 5s, nils, which I don't believe we will, because I don't think we are that type of team no more. Then I think it's just a free game. Free game. Go out there, play the game. It's 90 minutes only. There's no extra time. And basically, that's it, really. And we've got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 91. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, obviously City are a class team. They've got a world-class manager. They've got world-class players. They've got world-class owners who pay the money for players. But in a one-off game, in a 90-minute game, where a draw can be valuable to us, I think if we can get through the 90 minutes and get to penalties, I'd fancy Areola all day long. I think he's a very, very good goalkeeper. He's good at saving penalties. And I fancy him all day long to do the job. So for me, I don't. It's an R1 with me, but I'm going to predict a draw in this game. I'm going to go for a draw. I think West Ham will get the job done to hold back Man City. And I think what we're going to do, we might even set up 3 at the back with wing backs and try and compress City to play through the middle of us. And I think that might work. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we go 4-2-3-1 against City. I really don't. Depending on the lineup that they put out, I'll be quite shocked if we try and go 4-2-3-1. I really do. So maybe a 3-4-3 system with wing backs, you know what I mean, or a 4-3-3 system with Declan Rice as your holding DM with maybe Souček and Král as you to sort of compress the midfield. But I will say this: whatever happens, it's a 3-hit game, and I want us to enjoy it, but I also want us to respect the competition because West Ham. I want to see West Ham win something. I really do. I've not seen West Ham win anything in my lifetime. And I would really, really appreciate it to see West Ham win something before I go from this earth. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be a nice it'd be a good game. It'd be a very thought out game, but obviously we've got to respect City because they're a world-class team. But they've drew against Southampton this year. They've lost against Spurs this year. I don't see them playing their full strength team. I could see bit part players like Mahrez will come in and other so-called players like maybe Bernardo Silva. Don't get me wrong, they're class act players, but it's a 90-minute game, and anything can happen in 90 minutes. And if we're on it and if we beat them, we become serious contenders for the League Cup, and we've got to take it serious because we're 3 out of 3 against Genk. We're with Genk, Zagreb, and Rapid Vienna. So we've got Genk next week. If we go there and put in a positive result, we're as good as through. And then we've got 2 dead rubbers. And to see where it takes us in the game tomorrow night. Do you know what I mean? Because it is a cup game, and we've got to value cup games at the end of the day. Like, I've seen West Ham lose against Oxford 4-0, Wimbledon 4-2, Wigan. You know what I mean? I've seen us get obliterated by teams, lower league teams. Now, I don't want to see that no more. I want to see us having a go. And if we have a go, sometimes if you lose, you do win in a way. Now, if West Ham go out and they lose the game and they put in a fantastic performance, give it 100%, the fans will accept that and go, you know what, we're proud of the team. Like, they've had a go. But just don't get obliterated by this team. And that's the only thing I will say, because I just don't want it to kill the confidence of us at this moment. So, yeah, that is about it for me when it comes to that game. Obviously, if it goes sort of all the way to penalties, as I say, I'd fancy Areola. I really would. Like Areola against any of their takers, right? I'd fancy him because he's a very, very good goalkeeper, and he deserves ultimate amounts of respect. Yeah, and to sort of round it up, if anyone's got any comments in the chat, I will read them out and go through them. Hammerhead says should be more a tactical approach from Moyes, maybe more holding and defensive. I agree, but then the problem is with that is that how long do we hold Manchester City for? That's the problem. They're a good side. They will break us through us eventually if we try and set up in a way that is negative, so to speak. You know what I mean? I want us to have a go, but then we've got to be a bit reserved because they are a very, very good counter-attacking team and they know how to score goals. But do you know what? If we can push City into the middle of the midfield and let them play sort of not on the wings, but push them so they don't go through our defence, then we've got a great chance. I do believe that. If we can suffocate them in there with Rice, Krau and Souček, then it's going to cause problems for them, in my opinion. What we got here? Dylan says, hi, James. You're all right? I am very well, mate. I ain't been too well, but I'm getting there, slowly but surely. We have got Hammerhead here. Yeah, you can't hold them off for a whole 90 minutes. Hopefully we can hit them on the break. But yeah, I think that's the aim. That's why I want to see, and people have been saying about Bowen can't play all the time. You need pace on the break, and that's the one thing we haven't got in. Yeah, you can say Antonio, but is Antonio really worth a risk in this game? There is a 5-sub rule that I might have mentioned, but I'll mention it now, that we can sort of roll off 5 subs in this game. So technically, we're going to play a 90-minute game with 5 subs. I think we've got a great chance even with that. Even if it's got 30 minutes to go, and for instance, Antonio's on the bench, bring him on for 20 minutes. He can do 20 minutes, but I don't want him playing 90 minutes and another 90 minutes. But do you know what I mean? And that's about it, really. So what we got here? What have we got here? I won't risk playing a good players. I think with the cup, European and Prem, there will be excuses. I expect more from you, Joe, but thanks for joining in on the personal issue between you last night. He's now clocking 25. Mate, it's all alcoholic banter. Hey, it's got nothing to do with me, Brandy. Honestly, mate, that's between you two. I'll just go on YouTube channels. That's all it is with me. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, I'm not siding with no one. It's got nothing to do with me, mate. It really hasn't. Fredericks could help us in this one with the pace needed to be used, in my opinion. Big game for Fredericks, mate. If I'm honest. If he does come in, I don't think he does. He might come on with 20 minutes to go, maybe, and sort of push it down, push us back a little bit. But we've just got to be on it with them. We really have. Like, Man City are a good team, but I do see a lot of their youngsters playing. Like, people don't believe it, but Man City cannot. Man City have got. I'm not too sure who Man City have got the weekend. I know they're at home, and I know they've got Manchester United the following week, so they can't do like League Cup full strength team, and all that. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's one of them ones. At the end of the day, but it is what it is, and as I say, we will go from there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, at the end of the day, all I can see is us really having a go and seeing what happens from there. Andy and James in the building. Thank you very much. His pace is needed in this game. I think he started. He hasn't had one of yet. He's solid every time we used him recently. Not feeling as much pressure has helped. Yeah, and basically I look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, and we will see how we get on against them tomorrow. So that is me. That is me done. 60,000 plus fans, I reckon, will be there tomorrow. There will be a big crowd there tomorrow. West Ham, it's a big game under the lights, Wednesday night. Then we just got to go for it. You know what I mean? I want to see a trophy in our hands at some point, and I'm getting fed up with people saying we've got to prioritise. We shouldn't have to prioritise. We're West Ham United. We're supposedly supposed to be a big club, and we're acting like a small club all the time, which is, to me, I disagree on that. You got the big three in Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Manchester United are in disarray with Ollie. Arsenal ain't the same team. Tottenham ain't the same team. Leicester inconsistent. So we should sort of sneak our way through them teams and get to where we want to be. If we could end up with some sort of trophy or a Champions League place at the end of this year, then it's a really, really good time at West Ham. Let's have a look. James, if you could pick one per city for our team, who would you have? I'll tell you what, I like Diaz. I do. I think he's a rock. Imagine him and Zuma together. That'd be phenomenal. Obviously, people will say De Bruyne, Phil Foden, very, very good player. They're just a very, very good team. But yeah, Diaz for me. I think he does a great job. Do you know what I mean? I do like him a lot. What else we got here? Dylan likes the Cardiff badge. Have Kevin doing no questions asked, although we do need a striker, and Jesus would be excellent for us. I agree. Scotty boy, Mahrez. You're not a small club, but do you want to prioritise the Cup, European or Premier League, or the Premier Cup is at least important in your opinion? See, the thing is with me, if we would have played the first 3 games of Europa League, and say we was on, let's just say we was on 4 points, it's a win, a loss, and a draw, I would say, yeah, right, don't worry about this. Let's try and just get through the Europa League. But we're 3 out of 3 in the Europa League. We're now, we should be going through there. If we don't, then we don't deserve to go through at the end of the day. I look at us there and I think, you know what, it's one of them ones. We can sort of basically do this as a free hit, so to speak. So I just think I want to see us get to some sort of trophy. And at the end of the day, like, it's what we was promised many years ago, and I will say that quite openly. Do you know what I mean? So we have to sort of, I ain't gonna say prioritise, but go for the things that we're in. If you're in them, you want to win them. Like, you can't be throwing things away. League Cup, is it a big trophy? If you would have asked any West Ham fan 2 years ago when Yarmolenko was scoring that goal against Chelsea, and we had to fight for our lives to stay in the league during a global pandemic, and we just about got over the line on the final day, and against Watford, the game previous, anyone on that day, and you would have said to them, "Do you want a League Cup victory and a trophy?" They would have bitten your hand off. Like, do you know what I mean? And it just seems like, because we've got Europe all of a sudden, that we're going to prioritise Europe. I look at it like this, when it comes to the League Cup, that we're going to be playing teams that will have their second strings out. Yeah, they might be very good second strings, but they're not their first team. And when you look at the Europa League, it's luck of the draw, and we just don't know. We could end up getting teams in Russia or really good size in Germany, like Leverkusen, or anyone really, like Leipzig, and they're good teams. They've got good players. Do you know what I mean? And what it is with us is that you've got to look, you've got to know what lane we're in, basically. So yeah, that is it for me on that. But if someone said to me right now, James, you end up finishing 8th this year, but you win a cup, i.e. FA Cup or League Cup, I'll take that, because I've not seen that in my lifetime, and I would like to see that before I'm not here anymore. Do you know what I mean? And I can't stress that enough. If other teams like Arsenal can do it, and Arsenal can have their worst season at the time and still get to an FA Cup final and win the blooming thing, that's what West Ham should be looking at doing. Do you know what I mean? We're up there now, and we need to start making a claim that we are a big club. Do you know what I mean? We're not just a small club who's just punching above our weight. Do you know what I mean? And even a top 4 finish, that is not out of the realms of possibility. Yeah, fair enough. Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea are miles clear of us, as in structure, squad, everything. Manchester United are in disarray with Volley. Tottenham ain't the same team. Arsenal are hit and miss. Leicester are inconsistent. One week they're good, one week they're bad. So we've got to strike while the iron is hot, basically. And I think we can. I really do. I think, right, last season we was an injury to Declan Rice away from basically not getting Champions League. And I still openly say that. Also, your Bonner injury, he got injured last season. It sort of derailed us a little bit also. But the Rice one literally killed us for Champions League. And there was 2 games, Everton at home, Chelsea at home, both 1-0 defeats, which sort of sealed it for us not getting Champions League. But I really do. I really do. And I'm not a deluded West Ham fan. I've seen West Ham lose it against Blackburn 7-1 and other teams like Newcastle 5s and 6s in the day. So I look at it and I just say that basically we've got to start acting like we deserve to be in that conversation. Because if you go on TalkSport or you go on any other social media platform of any sort of high standard, they don't mention West Ham at all. They don't. Like, it's like West Ham's like, oh yeah, they're doing well. They're my second favourite team. But in the back of their mind, they're going, you know what? They're going to fold eventually. They're like, oh, they're gonna collapse eventually. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them ones at the end of the day. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to round it up there. I hope for a positive result. It's a free hit, and we will see what happens tomorrow at the LS. If you like what I say, or if you don't like what I say, give it a like or dislike. It's entirely up to you. I'm doing this for the love and a bit of for me to sort of express myself as a West Ham fan. I love my club dearly. I've seen us go through hell and back, and I want to see us reach paradise, basically. And when I say reach paradise, I want us to win something at this club, and I will. And I want to see that. Do you know what I mean? Because I have not seen that. So yeah, give me a subscribe if you like my content. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now. And come on, you Irons. Bye.